Hi Bobcats, this is Miss Lee, and this is our second video on writing algebraic equations. In our first video, you learned the difference between expressions and equations and how to identify whether you were talking about expressions or equations. And now we're going to actually write algebraic equations from situations. So make sure you have your notes. Pause the video when necessary so you can stay caught up. Okay, we can represent real-world situations with equations. There are some steps for writing equations. The first step is to define the variable or variables. Now, as you go into higher math, you're going to have more than one variable, but for 6th grade, we're only working with one. And you need to ask yourself, what is the unknown? What is it you do not know? And that's what gets assigned a variable. Sometimes you'll be given the variable to use, and sometimes you get to choose your own variable. The second step is to write your equation. You're going to translate the situation into small expressions and combine them to form an equation. The most important thing to do first is to look for the whole or the total amount. It's what I like to call the equals amount. And then the third step is you get to solve your equation. Previously, you were given a handout that had clue words that meant addition, subtraction, multiplication, and so on. And on that handout, there were clue words that meant equals. This is going to be super important for writing our algebraic equations. These are just some of the words that mean equals, like is 5, are 29, there were 15, there was 16, will be, yields, sold for, total. Okay, these are all words that mean equals, but there are a lot more words as you'll see as we go through the examples. But if you need to, refer back here to kind of help you out. Okay, let's get to it. Maryland has a fish tank that contains 38 fish. There are 9 goldfish and F other fish. So they're already given us a variable. They're saying to use F. And what does the F represent? The other fish. This is the unknown. Okay, so we're going to define the variable, and there's a certain way that you need to define it, a certain format to write. You're going to say, or you're going to write, let F, because that's the variable we're using, let F equal the number of other fish. So when you define the variable, you're going to identify the letter being used, let F, let X, let B, whatever the variable is, equal, and then what it represents, the number of other fish. Now to write your equation, you need to go back into the word problem and see if you can identify the equals amount. Is there something in here that gives us some kind of total amount? Well, let's go back through the problem again. Maryland has a fish tank that contains 38 fish. There are 9 goldfish and F other fish. So this contains 38 fish, that's given us a total. That's saying, hey, you've got this aquarium and there are 38 fish in it. So this is our equals amount, the 38. So when we write our equation, whatever we do has to equal 38. So now we come back to what else we know. We know that there are 9 goldfish and that there are F other fish. What do we need to do with the 9 and the F? What operation do we need to do to make the 38 total fish? Well, it says 9 goldfish and. This and is a good clue word that means to add. So you would add them together. 9 plus F equals 38. Let's check and see if we got it correct, and we did. Can we write this as F plus 9 equals 38? Yes, you can. That is just a commutative property, right? So these are the two correct equations. Some of you will want to write this. 38 minus F, I'm sorry, 38 minus N, can't even talk. 38 minus 9 equals F. Let me write that again. 38 minus 9 equals F. Some of you will want to write that. Can we do that? No. First of all, we need it to be an algebraic equation. Second of all, the problem doesn't tell us that it equals other fish, does it? It tells us that it contains 38 fish. So this would be a no. So as you're writing these algebraic equations, you're going to have an amount that it equals. It's not going to equal a variable. Let's look at the second. Juanita has 102 beads to make N necklaces. Each necklace will have 17 beads. Okay, defining the variable, N. What does N represent? We're going to let N equal the number of necklaces. And now we're ready for our equation. So going through, do we have a total or whole amount? We know that she has 110 beads and that each necklace will have 17 beads. This 102 has 102 beads. This is the total amount. This is our equals amount. So our equation has to be equal to 102. The other information we're given is the number of necklaces N, and we're given that each will have 17 beads. This each is our clue word that means to multiply. So each necklace will have 17 beads. So that's going to be 17 times N. Actually, I should use a dot here. 17 times N, 17 beads times the number of necklaces equals 102. And that is correct. Sarah used a gift card to buy $47 worth of groceries. Now she has $18 left on her gift card. How much was on the gift card before she bought the groceries? Okay, this time we're not given the variable. It's not identified for us. So we need to ask ourselves what information is missing. What is it we're looking for? We want to know how much was on the gift card before she bought the groceries. So you can choose any variable that you want. Go ahead and define it. I'm going to use X. Let X equal the beginning card balance, the amount that was on the card before she bought the groceries. And now we're ready to write our equation. So we need to look for our equals amount, our total amount. She used a gift card to buy $47. That's not the total. She now has $18 left. This has is our clue word that tells us that this $18 is our total amount, our equals amount. So when we write our equation, it's going to be equals 18. The other information is that she buys $47. If you buy something, that means you're going to be subtracting, and the beginning card balance of X. So what do we do with the beginning card balance and this subtracting $47 to make the 18? You just write it. Check it. X minus 47 equals 18. And then sometimes it's going to be the opposite. The situation will be opposite. This time we're given the equation and we have to determine which situation matches the equation. So always I look at your equation first. What is this doing? This is saying, hey, take 8, multiply it by something t, and you're going to get an answer of 72. It's going to equal 72. So just go through your situations. Chris had T songs downloaded, so this T is going to represent the number of songs he downloaded. He downloaded 8 more songs. What is the total number of songs he has downloaded? So it's asking for the total. We already know the total, so this is not going to be our situation. Also, it says he downloaded 8 more. More means to add, and our operation is multiplication. Let's look at B. James wants to buy some skating tickets that cost $8 each. He spent a total of $72. How many tickets T can he purchase? So this total of 72, that's our equals amount. So we know it's going to be equal to 72. So we just need to see if we're multiplying 8 times something. Okay, the skating tickets cost $8 each. This each means to multiply. So we're multiplying 8 times the tickets. So that would be 8 times T, and that is what matches our equation. So B is the correct answer. But let's go ahead and look at C just for practice to see why they do not work. Chris had T songs downloaded, so T is the number of songs. He downloaded 9 more songs. So again, this more means to add, not to multiply. So C cannot be your answer. In addition, we know what the total is. We know the total is 72, and it's asking us for the total. And the last choice, James wants to buy some skating tickets that cost $9 each. He spent a total of $72. How many tickets T can he purchase? So the total matches, but the tickets cost $9 each. And in our equation, it should be $8, not the $9. So D cannot be your answer. Okay, now you're ready to go on to the third video. The third video is writing algebraic equations practice. Good luck.